a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection, and when you looked up she was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. Jose Luis was a fella from Grindr, 'cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone, pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos? Offended and ended, you just masturbate. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. So when you're done bad and feeling dejected, all dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go, there's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find the shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light,
Hello everybody, this is MFG and welcome to tonight's Tier 2 Singapore Grand Prix for the Tier 2 division here tonight. Top 3 in the standings, only separated by 6 points coming into tonight. Looks like a clear night here for qualifying in Singapore for the Tier 2 division. How good has Tier 2 been this season? In the last 4 races, we have had a different points leader at the end of each. And with the top 3 only separated by 6 here tonight, it's very possible we could go 5 straight races where the points lead has changed hands at the end of the event. Currently, Wahlberg in his Ferrari is your points leader. Cine in the AlphaTauri sitting P2, just 5 points back, and Black Spartan in his Williams only 6 back coming into tonight's event. Let's see, our information everybody likes to see. Black Spartan usually wins the race off of pit road. He is usually always the first car off pit road to start qualifying, so we'll just go right to him and see if he does win the race again off of pit road. Hope you enjoyed the music from Solfang in our pre-race. Don't forget, at the end of qualifying, we do take a 5-minute break here in the IUF1. Give our drivers a chance to get a drink and get ready. 31 laps here tonight in Singapore after qualifying, so should be a good one. RRL Josh in the Haas won last night's Tier 1 race here in Singapore. And Kudo and the Mercedes won the Champions Division race here on Monday night. As Black Spartan, of course, is the first one out on track. Next week, the IUF1 starts our North American tour as we head to Mexico before we go into the United States for 2 consecutive races. See who all is on track. Marlon Kanga and his Alpine is out on track. Joyster has missed. Joyster was in that battle for the championship lead, but then had to miss a couple races in a row, so has dropped him to 48 points behind. Girardi now coming out. Seb making his league debut here tonight in the reserve row for Mercedes. Wahlberg, your points leader, on track. He's on the mediums to start qualifying. Miramar reserving for my team here tonight in the Haas. And Fluky Floor is reserving for Ferrari tonight. So let's take you back to Black Spartan as take you right around Singapore to start qualifying here with Black Spartan. But the map here so far by Spartan, hopefully there is a few cars in front of him as I can see on the map. Hopefully they get out of his way. Realize he is coming. Red Bull does a nice job there getting out the way. Here comes Black Spartan. A couple more cars ahead. Hopefully they see him coming. A little deep in that corner, got the car right in front of him, getting a little tow here. See if it helps him any. Here he comes to complete lap number 1, 130. On board now with the Haas. Right now 130 is the time to beat. 133.1 for Miramar. Points leader Warburg on track now to getting his first laps in, as our GTR has gone P2 at the moment, 131.1. Is your riding along here with Warburg. Oyster has bounced up to P2 on the mediums, and now Senni has gone P1, 131.001. Here comes Warburg. He is going to go 131.1 on the mediums to start his qualifying session. Looks like we have an Aston Martin KPT. Looks like he is completing a lap here. We'll see what KPT rolls in at. He is going to bounce up P9, 132.2 for the Aston Martin driver. On board now, Great Ace on track. Senni, still your current point for me bender, has bounced up to P2 and at Williams, 130.7. So you got both Williams now currently second and third. Great Ace just using this lap to heat up his tires. As you can see, he's not using any of his battery. Outlap Susi on a lap. He's invalidated here. Yeah, 131.5 here. See where he does here. If he's coming into the pits. Yes, he is. Right now, currently in that 9th position in his debut. Rockman, P10 in that Alpine here. Marlon King, his teammate, right behind him on the mediums. Racetrack getting real quiet here. Has made their first run. Great Ace now starting his run in the McLaren. Let's give you a ride around here with Great Ace. Great Ace here, just trying to get some heat in them tires. You can see he has not used any of his battery. So I got a feeling this is going to be a slower than normal lap, as he is trying to get the proper heat in the tires before he actually goes for a flyer. Expect him to start using his battery coming out of this final corner, start to build up some momentum here. Here he goes, battery in usage, final corner here, so he is about to start his official hot lap. 133.3 for that throwaway lap. Now under 10 minutes left here in qualifying. 130.001 is still the time to beat by Senni. Marlon Kanga has crashed out of qualifying here. Hopefully Ace does not run into his car. Looks like his car ghosted just in time. Ace came through that section. He looks to be on a pretty good lap there. He's gone purple through the first two sectors here, so we'll see. Gonna go P7 131.1 for the McLaren driver. Now on board here with Joyster. Joyster currently right now 4th. It's his best lap so far. See if the Alfa Romeo driver can beat that. He's gone purple here in Sector 1. If you're new to F1, purple means you have set the fastest sector time so far in the session. Good job by the AlphaTauri to get out of his way. Oyster now gone purple in Sector 2 here, so we'll see what kind of lap this boils down to. Try to pick up almost a second here if he wants to take that P1 position. Here he comes, one more corner to go. Can Joyster improve? He does. 1:29.6. New time to beat. Now on board with Cindy. And Cindy has crashed out. Ooh, unfortunate break there for Cindy. So Cindy will not do any better than that 130.001. So we'll see how that holds up. Here comes Bender. Bender did not like that lap. He has come into the pits. Black Spartan has invalidated. Ferrari here in that Red Bull currently sitting P6 now. As GTR in the Mercedes has gone to P4. Warburg just pops up to P4. GTR now 3rd. Bender down to 4th. And now Black Spartan finds himself in 5th. In 6th, and Girardi has bounced down to 7th here, so we'll have to see if the Red Bull can improve as we just hit the 6-minute mark here left in qualifying. Here comes Girardi out of the final corner. Can he improve any? He does. He bounces up to P5, 130.604 for the Red Bull driver. Board now, Miramar in the Haas, currently sitting P10 at a 131.448 here. See if he can improve. Looks like he is off the pace. He's used a lot of battery, almost out of fuel, so don't expect the Haas to improve on this lap. Tie with Joyster now for 4th in the standings. Both of them 48 points behind the top 3. Dai, one more corner to go. He is coming into the pit, so Dai did not like that one. Seksushi on the track. I believe he just got done doing a lap. I believe this is going to be a come into the pits lap for Seksushi. Rockman out on track on his out lap here. Martin Kanger crashed out. Lucky Floor is the only Driver here so far has not posted a lap, as we are now down to that 4-minute mark left here in qualifying. Great Ace on an outlap here, currently sitting in that 8th position at a 131.1 in his McLaren. He made Omar down in 17th there, 132.1 for the other McLaren here in qualifying. Expect the racetrack to get awful busy here in the next half minute or so, as these guys come out to try to get their last runs in here in qualifying. Oyster 129.6, time to beat. Great Ace coming into the pits. He will have to make a quick turnaround if he wants to get another lap in. As GTR is coming off pit road now to get his final qualifying run in here. Let's see if we can find somebody actually on a lap here. Looks like Rockmine is on a lap here in the Alpine, currently in that 14th position. Don't forget, here in the IUF1, everybody scores points as long as you complete 90% of the race. The way we do that is if you take the normal FIA World Championship standings, if you add 10 points to the top 10, and then 11th through 20th get 10 down to 1 in the points. So your race winner here, 35 points for the race winner, or 38 points, whatever it is, something like that. Plus you get a bonus point if you are driver of the day and if you set the fastest lap. If you set the fastest lap, you do not have to be in the top 10. So some guys, if they're having a bad day and are stuck in the back of the field, you might see them pit late and try to set that fastest lap on a set of new tires to try to gain that one extra point. Rockman out of the final corner here. Can he improve any? He does, up to P10, 131.4. Points leader Warburg on his final outlap. GTR is now starting his final attempt here, as we have just about reached the 1 minute mark left in qualifying. Don't forget, we take a 5-minute break between qualifying and race. During the 5-minute break, you'll be able to listen to some tunes from the official music provider of the IUF1 Solfaing and look at merchandise available to you from AXCEL Sports. As Miramar in the Haas has crashed out here on his final attempt. You saw the Haas right there against the wall as GTR is on his final run. Currently in that 3rd position, so you gotta wonder if he can pick up some time here. Here comes GTR. One more corner to go here. Can he improve any? He does not. 130.319. He is going to go P3 here tonight. Joyster now on the lap. Can Joyster improve any? Go on board here with our points leader Warburg now. Currently in that 4th position here. Then he crashed on his 2nd attempt there, so that 130, he has bounced down. As Black Spartan has now moved up to that P2 position with a 129.8. So that is going to move Cindy to P3. for the moment. GTR is done. Black Spartan is now done in qualifying. Still some big guns to go. Warburg, Meebender, all still on the racetrack. Both capable of taking pole here tonight, so we'll have to see how they end up. Meebender goes to P2 just in front of his teammate, 129.8. Joycer has gone even faster at a 129.4. Here comes the points leader. Warburg is now going to go up to P4, 129.999 for the Ferrari. And I think Fluky Flora is the only one left to qualify, and he is going to go 18th here, 132.6. So it looks like everybody has gotten their laps in. So out of the top three battling for the championship, Black Spartan, Warburg, and Cine starting 3rd, 4th, and 5th here. And that's about how this trio has raced all year, just constantly in the front fighting for victories between all three of them. But don't forget here, we do take a 5-minute break as you're looking at the top 14 here in qualifying tonight. So we will be back. 7:29 race day here for the Tier 2 division in the IUF1.
Jenna Marie was a yoga instructor, supple and sweet with impeccable form. You tell yourself that you could have fucked her, but you were too busy with internet porn. Lovely Elaine offered care and affection. You might have been the one she adored. Took you forever to get an erection, and when you looked up she was out of the door. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's gonna hold you tight, and you promise it's just one last time. Jose Luis was a fella from Grindr, 'cause desperate times call for desperate needs. He only served as a painful reminder that you weren't designed for that kind of misdeed. Amelia kept you deep in the friend zone, pills and persuasion that earned you a date. But you know what happened with too many benzos? Offended and ended, you just masturbate. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make rejected. All dressed up and sexed up with nowhere to go. There's always one name in your long list of exes that you can depend on and never say no. Everyone needs someone to rely on, a lover who cares when you're broken and small. One day you'll find a shoulder to cry on. Till that day comes, you know who to call. Don't despair, sweet child. Your midnight queen's gonna make everything alright. You may do the walk of shame come morning light, but your midnight queen's here to hold you.
Alright, everybody, welcome back here to the IUF1 Singapore Grand Prix for the Tier 2 division. As these guys should be rating up here to get 31 laps here started tonight. As we have a moment, please take a look at the Season 7 IUF1 schedule. Monday night is our Champions No Assist division. Tuesday night Tier 1, and right here on Wednesday nights is the Tier 2 division. Next week, we all roll in to Mexico to start our North American tour of the season, starting Monday night with our Champions division. Drivers should be readying up on what looks like to be a dry day here, or dry night, excuse me, here in Singapore. Joyster on the pole, me Bender starting P2 here, so it should be a good race. Hopefully everybody can make it through the first 3 to 4 corners here. Looks like some guys jumped to start. Quite a few guys jumped to start, it looks like. Got some penalties early. And sometimes that happens. Once one guy jumps, it makes everybody else kind of jump around him. Looks like everybody's made it through. Looks like 3 guys have drive-through penalties. Great Ace, Omar, and Die. Right now, Bender has gotten the lead. His teammate Black Spartan second. Warburg now third. Joyster has lost 3 spots on the start. He's fallen down to P4. Cindy here in 5th. Right now, I got the 2 Williams out front. Like Omar has had issue in the back there. As we are going to complete lap number 1 here. Bender is going to lead lap 1. Black Spartan now second. Warburg third. Joyster 4th. Cindy here in P5. GTR now 6th. Girardi 7th. Great Ace currently in that 8th position. Gali 9th. Sev in his league debut currently in that 10th position. KPT now 11th. Seksusi 12th here. Marlon Kanga in the Alpine here looking for 12th as he is to the inside of the Red Bull. Can't get the move done. Rockman now there in 14th. Fluky has moved up a few spots. He is now in 15th. Miramara. Calvin King. Die has made his stop. Omar making his drive-through. But up front there, Meebender starting to slowly pull away here from his teammate. Now a half-second lead. Hard place to pass here. As you can see here from the Ferrari. Tucked up right behind here, the two Williams. Guy had wing damage and made a stop, and so he could not serve his drive-through, as looks like Rockman has gone around in the back. He gets it on again. Up front now, Black Spartan. It looks like his teammate's going to let him go. He does. And now it's going to fall back in line. So teamwork by the two Williams. Niebender realizing. Now that's going to open the door. Can Warburg take advantage of it? Big run here for the Ferrari. Warburg going to try to get a long way around. Niebender gives him room here. Side by side to go. Good move there. Warburg gets the pass done. Nice move there by the Ferrari. So move Warburg now up to P2. Black Spartan has now extended that lead 1.7 over Warburg as he was trying to make the pass there. Now Niebender got Cine tucked up right behind him. Cine, a late move. Can he get her done? Look at that action. Look how close they are. Can't get her done. Niebender holds that spot for the moment. Cine took a peek. Couldn't quite get her done. You can see this line of cars here. Now on board here, Black Spartan sets the fastest lap. Cine DRS'd it. Williams also has it. Great Ace now serving his strike through. Miramar in the Haas has picked up a 3-second penalty in that 14th position. Here comes Cine now. Is he going to try to make the same move on the outside? Gets on the brake hard. Look at this side by side. Into the slow corner. Nice move there. Cine gets the job done. Moves Cine up to P3 now. Niebender back to 4th. Some nice, clean, close racing here so far through the first 4 laps here. Girardi, nice steady run here in 6th. Joycer has started on hards and has fallen back down from starting P1. He is now down to P7 here, so he is definitely going to have to work himself back up through the field here. Seb making his league debut here tonight, currently in that 8th position, reserving for Mercedes tonight. So good opening run here for Seb. Gap back here now to 9th place KP2. He's got Gali right behind him, followed by Sex Sushi. Marlon Kinga slowly working himself back up through the field in that 12th position. Flutie from the back of the field up to 13th. Miramar here in 14th. Calvin King now 15th. Great Ace after serving that drive-through is 16th. Omar 17th. Rockman here in 18th. And Dye, he had to serve. He got some damage and had to serve a drive-through. Finds himself back in P19 and hoping for a safety car soon. Back up front. And now the battle for second is heated up as now Cine is all over the back here of Warburg. Top 3 all started on their hards here. Got a car around. It looks like the AlphaTauri. A Dye might have got him around there. Oh no, that's the Alpine of Rockman. He gets her going as the leaders are coming up not far behind. Make it back here is now Joyster looking to slowly start to work himself back up through this field. Finds himself right now P7. But he is now looking for that 6th position as he is all over the back here of Girardi. Got to give these guys some credits. The Champions Division and Tier 1 did not make it through the first 2 laps without their first safety car. We are now on lap 6. Joyce now still working all over the back here. Take you further up. Bender now has his Wahlberg has lost that spot to Senni. GTR now looking to the ends. Oh no, him and the Williams touch. He pushes him off a little bit, gives Bender the spot back. Now he tucks up right behind the Williams. Hopefully either car didn't get any damage, hopefully. Sector 2. Looks like Fluky has crashed out. And that is our first safety car here on lap number 6 as the Ferrari. Fluky has crashed out, so that's going to let all these guys who had to serve these drive-thrus, Great Ace, Omar, Dye, Rockman, who all had early issues, going to let these guys throw on some new tires here and catch up to the back of the field. So we'll see if the window has opened for anybody. I think a 2-stop races might be the best here. So I think from here, a lot of these guys could go mediums if they did not use their mediums in qualifying. So we'll have to see if any of the top guys take advantage of pit road here under our first full course safety car of the evening. Bender led lap 1. Black Spartan got the lead on lap 3 from his teammate and has led it since. He stays out. Then he stays out. Wahlberg, points leader, into the pits now. First of the top guys to come in. He is going to go to mediums. Out he goes. Girardi and KPT has come in here. Bender also brought that Williams in. Bender now, he's going to go to the hards here. See if he can't go the rest of the way. He has some wing damage. He gets her fixed. Could be why he was losing some positions. Had a little bit of wing damage there, making that car awful tight, especially in the slower corners. But he gets that wing fixed, comes out with a new set of hards. Got to wonder now if he can make the hards go the rest of the way. Calvin King coming in the Haas. And once all the stops are made, we will give you a full field rundown on how we are going to restart here. Everybody's still on the lead lap. Nobody lost a lap with the early troubles for quite a few drivers here. We had 3 drivers have to serve drive-thrus on the start. We're jumping the start here, but everybody seemed to make it through here, so we'll see. Looks like most of the stops have been done. Dye now has his AlphaTauri on pit road. I think Dye stayed out an extra lap there to make sure he could gain some ground on the leaders, to make sure he did not go a lap down making his stop. He is now on his way out of the pits. Like Sushi has a drive-through. He got caught speeding under safety car, so he will have to serve the drive-through once we get the race restarted. You cannot serve the drive-through under the safety car. You got to wait to go back to green flag racing before you can serve the safety car here. So we'll see as they come across the stripe and give you a full course rundown here. Right now, your race leader is Black Spartan. Senni up to P2 there. GTR, good early run in that Mercedes, up to 3rd. Joyster with a couple guys making stops after a horrible start, starting from the pole. Falling back to 7th, now finds himself up to 4th. Seb in his late debut in that Mercedes now up to P5 here. Marlon Kanga has worked his way up to P6. Golly now 7th, 6th, Susie 8th, but he will have to serve a drive-through, so he'll fall to the end of the field once we go back to green flag racing. Points leader Warburg, after making a stop, he is the first of the guys that made stops. He is going to restart here in 9th. Meebender 10th. KPT is going to roll off here 11th on a restart. Great Ace up to 12th. Miramar here in 13th. Girardi's going to restart 14th. Calvin King in that 15th position here. Brockman now in 16th. Omar, after having a server drive through early in the race, is now going to catch the back of the field. He's going to roll off 17th. And Dye, who had a drive-through and damage, so had to make 2 early stops, somehow stayed on the lead lap barely and was able to catch the safety car. So he will now be able to catch the back of this field, and he will restart here in that 18th position. So them are the 18 remaining. Lukey, unfortunately, first one out here as the Ferrari crashed there in Sector 2 to bring out our first safety car here. Still think we're going to go at least one more lap under the safety car, considering there are 3 cars that have not yet caught the back of this field. So it looks like Susie and Fluky came together. Make sure you clip it and put it in the incident report, and the admins will have a look at it. I did not catch the incident on the stream, so I cannot give an opinion on it at the moment. Stewards will handle that. So it looks like we are going to go around at least one more time, as we still got the McLaren of Omar and Dye trying to catch the back of the field here. It looks like we are going to restart here on lap number 10, which is going to leave us 22 to go here in Singapore tonight. Got to see how the strategy works out. Of the top 3 in the standings, Warburg only one to make a stop there. He falls back to 9th, so now he's going to find himself in some traffic here. So we will see how that works out. Battle for the constructors now between Williams and AlphaTauri, which is a close one. I believe they are only separated by something like 48 points, which with the way the IUF1 does our score, 48 points can be one race, actually, less than a race. Right now, the Williams looks to try to gain some ground, as AlphaTauri does lead the constructors. Dye now can help that cause on AlphaTauri retaining that lead, as he has now been able to caught the back of the field, and we'll see how many spots he can gain now. Teammate Cindy now up here in P2. And once again, we got Black Spartan, Cindy, GTR, Joyster, Seb, Marlon Kanga, Godley, Sexusi, Warburg, Meebender, KPT, Great Ace, Miramar, Girardi, Calvin King, Rockman, Dye, and Omar is how they are going to restart here. Safety car in this lap. You can see the safety car has taken off. If you need a F1, once the safety car reaches pit entry, then the race is now under the control of your race leader, and he can go at any time between when the safety car enters pit lane and the start finish line. So we'll see how Black Spartan decides to play this, and when does he try to go and snooker the field. The idea is to snooker the field and get a jump so they can't pass you into turn 1 using that slipstream, and it looks like he has gotten a good one, 0.8 of a second already. GTR right on the back here of Cindy. A good restart there by Spartan. He's going to maintain the lead. GTR now. Joyster here in that 4th position. Seb up to 5th. Marlon Kanga in 6th here. Godley, Sexushi has to serve a drive-through in the first 3 laps here. Warburg now trying to get around him. He doesn't want to lose a lot of ground, especially to somebody who has to make a stop here. So we'll see if Warburg can get around. Here he goes. He is going to go to the inside here of the river. Make it the outside. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, 3 wide. Don't know. That was me, Bender. Both drivers trying to split. Looks like Sushi got the wall in the deck deal. As the 2 guys on fresher tires did not want to let the leader get away, and they kind of split him going in that turn. And Warburg is just mounting through the field as he has gotten around Golly. Here comes Meadbender around the outside of Golly, so Golly loses 2 spots here. Warburg trying to get back to the front here. Using some of that overtake here. Nice little battle back here. 11th, 12th, 13th on your screen. Miramar now trying to look to make a move on the McLaren. He can't quite do it there. Great Ace can't not make the move on Jardy. Jardy goes way wide, cuts the corner. Oh, Calvin King has left the session. Take a quick moment here and see if I can get him back in. He shows up on both, so I'm not sure which one he plays on. Invite set. Hopefully he can get back into the room here, as his car is ghosted. He has gotten back in. Good job, Calvin. Back up front with your race leader, Black Spartan now. Finney tucked up right behind him. Here on lap 11. Good battle here. GTR now third. Joyster here in fourth. So the front 4 has slowly broken away. Warburg is to gain another spot. He is really working himself through the field. He is now up to P5. Niebender now trying to stay close. He's going to make a move on Seb. Here he comes. Oh, Great Ace has crashed out. Safety car is out. Great Ace in the McLaren has crashed out. And so has Miramar in the Haas. So right there, two drivers crashed out on the same lap. That is going to open pit window here. A lot of guys coming down pit lane now. Black Spartan stays out. So we'll have to see how this jumbles up the field once all these safety car stops are done. But now Miramar and Great Ace both crashed out at different parts of the racetrack on the same exact lap. Very tight circuit here at Singapore, very easy. Lock up the brakes in any of these corners and slide it into the wall. And from where I saw the orange dot stuck at it, kind of looks like that's what he did. Don't know if he had any help in the process, but definitely looks like he got into the outside wall here after this particular DRS straight here. Very easy to do. You get DRS open, so the car is actually going a little faster than it normally would, and then you miss your braking point right here. You can see the marks here, and you can see where he's trying to slide through, and you hit that wall right there. Very easy to do. So we'll have to see if the front of the field stays out. We'll give you another full course rundown here. As we are on lap 12. This is our second full course safety car of the evening. Godley has picked up a drive-through for falling too far back. Got to stay within 10 car lengths of the car in front of you. Godley has fallen too far off the pace and now has picked up a penalty. Calvin King is going to make a stop in that Haas. Let's give you a view of how they sit at the moment. Black Spartan is your race leader. GTR here in that Mercedes, currently P2. Wahlberg now back up to P3 in that Ferrari. Meadbender has followed him right through the field. He is now up to 4th. KPT has his Aston Martin here in 5th. Girardi currently in that 6th position. Finney up to P7 now. Joyster 8th after making stops. Marlon Kanga 9th. Seb rounds out your top 10. Nice, strong, steady run by Seb in his league debut here, currently in that 10th position. Golly, who we just saw pick up a drive-through penalty for falling too far back. We'll have to serve that once we get back to green flag racing. Dye, now after his early struggles, has kind of worked himself back up to P12 here. Rockmine now in 13th, Omar 14th, Calvin King is going to restart here in 15th. Seksusi served his drive-through penalty. He is now up to 16th. And them are the 16 cars remaining. Miramar, Great Ace, and Fluky have all crashed out of this event. We are on lap 13 here. Safety car in this lap. You can see the yellow lights have gone off of that Aston Martin safety car. We'll have to see when Black Spartan decides to take off. Now he's got to be careful. He's on 12 lap old hards here, so trying to get, after they cool off under the safety car, to get enough heat in to get a good start here. So got to see if GTR, and you got now Wahlberg and Meadbender on fresher tires, see what kind of jumps they get here. Black Spartan went right at this corner. Looks like he's gone again here in the same spot. Gotten on the curve here. GTR now tucked up behind him here. Here we go. Gonna start lap number 14. Wahlberg has not let them get away, so everybody's gotten through here pretty good to start. Everybody making it Seb now, taking a peek at Marlon King. Can't do nothing with him. Golly now, die. Rockmont, Omar, Calvin King here, and Seksushi all still on the racetrack. As you saw, they're doing their commercial break. Wahlberg has gone from P3 to the race lead. Black Spartan now in 2nd. Meadbender has gained a spot. He's at the 3rd. GTR has dropped 2 since the restart. He now finds himself in 4th and under fire here as KPT now in that Aston Martin looking for that 4th position. With Senni working himself back through the field, currently in that 6th position. Joyce are now 7th. Marlon Kanga back here in 8th. Side by side here, Seb. Girardi goes way deep, slides Marlon Kanga up out of the groove. Marlon Kanga's going to fight back. Look at this battle. 3 wide. He cannot ask for any more. Somebody's got to give, and no, it's Girardi and Seb come together. Kind of saw it coming. Looks like the Mercedes does have some front wing damage here. Back up front, Warburg is your race leader. He has extended that lead now 2 seconds over Meebender. He's gotten around his teammate. So now Black Spartan back to third. GTR fourth. KPT still has not been able to make a move here. As he now takes a peek. Can't quite do anything. He's trying to get back in line. Oh, he locks the brakes up. And he has opened the door here. Here comes Cine looking to make a move. Warburg sets fastest lap. You're looking at 4th, 5th, and 6th. KBT takes a peek. Can't quite do anything with him. Cine has to back up. Here he comes. Nice racing here. 4th, 5th, and 6th here on your screen. Dolly has made a stop. Whoa, Cine almost got into the back and did a good job, Dave. He's gotten around KPT. Now sets his sights on the Mercedes here. Good hard racing. Nice little 5-car battle here. Back up to Cine now, so he's looking for P4. Gonna go around the outside of the Mercedes. Can he get the job done? Yes, he does. Moves Cine up to P4. GTR is gonna fight him back here. Side by side they go. Who's gonna be the bravest? Cine's gonna get the job done. GTR slides out in front of him. Now KBT's looking to the inside. On board with Joyce as we watch this battle. Joyce around the outside of the Asphalt is gonna go way wide. And now here comes Marlon Kanga into the fray. Unbelievable racing here in Tier 2 here at Singapore. Marlon Kanga inside the Aston Martin. Can't not quite get it done. Joyce has got to sit here and watch. KPT looks like he's going to... Whoa, no! That could have been devastating for all these drivers. Good job by everybody. Doesn't look like anybody got any damage from that. Back up front, Marlon Kanga does get the job finally done. He has gotten around KPT. Some good racing here tonight at Singapore. We are on lap 17 of 31. Top 4 have now broken away. Dye doing a good job of working himself back up now inside the top 10. So Dye doing a great job of coming back through the field here. Rockman now 10th. Omar's great job. He's back up to P11, but he is now under fire from Sex Sushi's going to go to the inside. He's going to get the pass done. But no, he crashes. Oh no, that's what happens, and that's going to bring out a third safety car. Sex Sushi got in there too deep trying to make the move. Got on the brakes late. You saw him lock him up. And when he locked him up, that's what happens. Calvin King had to lock him up to miss him. Misses the corner, but doesn't get any damage. But Sex Sushi, same spot that Great Ace crashed out at earlier. Sex Sushi now finds himself out of the event. Seb has already made his stop on pit road here to get his wing fixed from some earlier hard racing. Our third safety car of the event. That is how easy it is here in Singapore to crash out. Perfect example of just getting into the corner too deep. You lock up the front brakes and there's nothing you can do but slide into a concrete wall. No runoff areas here on the street circuit. So now on lap 18 here. So how does the strategies now work out as Miebender and Warburg, who took advantage of the fresher tires, worked themselves back up to that 1-2 position, but now they find themselves as the ones on the oldest tires. So how quick the time has changed here. So we'll see how they played this out. All the guys who stopped here could go the rest of the way, no matter what tires they're on. Miebender, with the help of the safety cars, could probably go the rest of the way on them hard tires. Warburg finds himself in a unique position there. Warburg is the one that, if he can stretch these mediums to the end, they are going to have no grip at all the last 4 to 5 laps of this event. So we'll have to see how this works out for our points leader. Does he decide to stop here? No, he doesn't. Stays out. See if anybody makes a stop here, and then we will give you a full course rundown afterwards. Calvin King brings his Haas down pit road. So right now, as if everybody can finish the event, the worst you can finish now is P15, which I do believe is like worth 6 points to you and your team. So it looks like the stops that wanted to be made have been made. So let's give you a rundown here of how they sit here on this restart. Warburg is your race leader now. Miebender up to P2. Cine now up to P3. Marlon Kanga sits 4th. Omar 5th. Black Spartan finds himself now P6. GTR in 7th. KVT 8th. Dye now up to 9th. And Joyster rounds out your top 10 here. Rockman here in 11th. Girardi now P12. Seb up to 13th. After having a good top 10 run and gotten some damage with some hard racing. Calvin King now finds himself P14. And Gali, still in the race here, rounds out your 15 drivers remaining. Seksushi, the latest to crash out with Mermar, Great Ace, and Fluky. 15 drivers remain. 4 are out. Coming back to the green flag here. This time on lap 20. It's going to be 12 laps to go here when we get restarted. So how is the strategy going to play out? The top 2 on 12 lap old tires. The next 3 on 7 lap olds. And then from 6 on back, everybody is on new fresh tires. So we'll have to see how all this plays out here over the final 12 laps of this event. Been a real good race here in Singapore with these tier 2 guys. You've seen a lot of hard, clean racing. Seen a couple guys make mistakes, locking up, sliding into other drivers, but that's what you kind of expect here at Singapore. Warburg is really waiting a long time. He has waited a lot when Black Spartan like to go a lot earlier than this. Warburg is really slowing this field down here, and he is now going to go. He gets a pretty good jump there. Sitting now trying to hold off Marlon Kanga. He does. Marlon Kanga has to fall back in line. Omar here 5th. Black Spartan trying to gain as much ground as he can as early as possible. GTR now 7th. KVT 8th. Dye 9th. And Joyster here in 10th. Everybody made it through, it looks like, on the restart here. Back up front, it's still Warburg and Miebender. Further back now, Black Spartan on the inside of Omar here. Can't quite get her done. Omar holds him off for the time being. Black Spartan now tucked right up behind that McLaren. on board here with Black Spartan currently in at 6th position. Got their fresh tires. Can you get better runoff here? No, he can't. It's gonna have to get on the brakes here. Oh, Omar goes in deep. Taps the wall. Don't know. It doesn't look like any damage on McLaren, but he is gonna lose a couple spots. As now GTR is making the move. GTR is gonna get the job done. Omar can't quite fight him back. Omar made a mistake. Got into the corner too deep, and it's gonna cost him a couple positions here. PVT now Knight and Joyce to round out your top 10. Let's take you back up front here. Top 3 now slowly starting to pull away. Battle here as Black Spartan has gotten around Marlon Kanga. Black Spartan now trying to work himself back up on them fresh tires here. Black Spartan could be in the capper's seat as he has made short work of the field behind. And the Alpine of Rockline has gone around again. He has retired from the session. Oh, and that is going to bring out a safety car. Going to be 10 left remaining when we get back to the stripe here. Now this really is going to jump up the field as you got from 4th on back on fresh tires pretty much. This does help the guys up in the front who are on the older tires. Going to give them a few free laps here. But not sure Black Spartan wanted to see that safety car. He really seemed to be in the capper's seat. Being on them fresh tires and getting all the way up to P4 here. We'll have to see here. It's going to be 10 laps remaining when they get back to the stripe. So is any of the front runners going to make a stop here? We're probably in range where a lot of these guys could stop now and go to the softs if they wanted to. So we'll have to see here. Warburg now, looks like he might be coming down pit road and he is trying to extend that lead as much as possible under the safety car. Gain some positions. Here he goes. He is going to bring that Ferrari down pit road. Meebender stays out. I guess Meebender has decided he has worked himself back up to the field a few times. Didn't want to do it again, so he stays out. Warburg's going to go to the softs here. Marlon Kanga and Omar in. So a lot of these guys are going to go to softs here. So this is going to be Warburg now. I think he might have believed that more guys would come in this late in the event to go to the softs, but they didn't. So with the restart, probably with about 8 to go. And Warburg now, who currently is in that 9th position on a track that is very hard to pass. He might have to make some desperate moves to try to gain some positions quick. So we'll have to see how the strategy works out. Meebender stays out on them 15 lap old hards. Black Spartan now up to 3rd. On 4 lap old mediums, I still believe Black Spartan might be in the best seat at the moment. As long as he can get a good start here, not lose any positions on the very start of this. So if you're tuning in, who do you think is going to hold on and win this now? We're going to have about 8 to go. Right now, if we don't get another safety car, my money has to be on the Williams and Black Spartan. He seems to be in the best position, sitting P3rd with the fresher tires of all the front guys. If any of the 3 between Black Spartan, Warburg and Cine, if any of them 3 win this race, they will be the points leader, regardless of what anybody else does. Warburg is the current points leader by 5 points over Cine and 6 points over Black Spartan. Like we said in the pre-race, the points lead has changed hands the last 4 races. If Warburg cannot get back up there, we could have our 5th consecutive race here in Tier 2 that somebody has left the racetrack as the new points leader. As Marlon Kanga makes a late stop, he comes in. He is going to restart 14th on a brand new set of red wall soft tires. If you're new to F1, the soft tires are your faster tires, but they don't last as long as the mediums. The hards will last you the longest, but they are the slowest of the three tires. So right now, I still believe Black Spartan is in the catbird seat. So if you're tuning in, let me know. Who do you think, with 8 to go, is going to walk home with victory here tonight? Can Meebender hold off the field on them old hard tires? Can Cindy get around Meebender and maybe get a gap to hold off Black Spartan? Or can Black Spartan take advantage of the fresher tires and get back to the race lead? Can Warburg, on a brand new set of softs, work himself from ninth back up to the front? Going to be 8 laps remaining when they get back to the stripe here. I have to see if they get the sign, and they do. Safety car in this time, so we are going to restart here with 8 to go. Meebender, the 5th different leader here, so we've had quite a bit of changes here for the race lead. All kind of different strategies, especially with our top 3 in the standings. Our points leader is back in 9th on a brand new set of softs. Denny sitting P2 in the standings right now, sits P2 on a racetrack on soon to be 12 lap old mediums. And then Black Spartan, who is 3rd, just 6 points back, sits with the freshest tires of the front 8 with just 5 lap old mediums. And Meebender has taken off, and here he goes, but he did not get a great jump. Cindy is sitting right here with him. Black Spartan in that 3rd position. GTR, KBT, Seb, Godley. Warburg already trying to make a move. Can't quite get her done on Godley. He tried there in turn 1. Couldn't get her done. But Godley goes way wide. That's going to give Warburg a spot to move that Ferrari up 1 here, as he is now up to P8. Seb has a penalty. Remember that. As we are back up Cindy now, looking for the race lead here. And, oh, here comes Black Spartan on them fresh tires. He is really putting the pressure on the top 2 now. Gotta wonder if Williams is going to play a team game. Now, we saw earlier in the year the 2 Williams crashed each other, costing both drivers a chance at victory. So we'll see if the Team Williams plays nicer tonight. Black Spartan now all over the back here as you're looking at the race. This is the battle for the race lead. Cindy now to the inside, looking to get the job done. Can he do it? Now back to Warburg, up to Meebender. Cindy going to go around the outside of him. Slams on the brakes. Oh, they go side by side. Oh, here we come. This, wow, what racing we got going on here. This is the battle for the race lead. Meebender trying to hold off Cindy. Cindy trying to go around the outside. 2 by 2 through the corner they go. Cindy into Meebender. Oh, Black Spartan's going to make it 3 wide here. No way. And Black Spartan got the job done. Oh, but he picked up a penalty in the process. Oh my God, that could come back. That Black Spartan really got to get going now. He has got a 3-second penalty to overcome. You saw the 3-car battle for the race lead. Cindy now 2nd, Meebender 3rd. Boy, that has opened up the door for Cindy now. All Cindy's got to do is stay within that 3-second window here. Black Spartan saw the opportunity, made it, but he had to cut the corner to do it. But he got her done. He is now up to the race lead. Cindy here in 2nd. Meebender 3rd. GTR now in 4th. KBT 5th. Warburg has worked himself up to P6 on them fresh soft tires. On board now. Look at this pack of traffic in front of Warburg. Oh, don't want to slide. Don't want to do this ugly damage this late, especially now that Black Spartan has that penalty. Black Spartan has really pulled away from the field. He is now 2.5 seconds ahead of Meebender. Meebender's gotten back around, but now Meebender playing the team game is holding up the rest of this field. Now he's letting Black Spartan escape, but here comes Warburg now to the inside, gets on the brakes, slides, gets the job done. Move Warburg up now to P5. Oh, big collision. Oh, who is that? GTR Meebender got together. Big crash here. Virtual safety car is now out. Oh, you saw these guys just racing hard for the front of the field. All these guys on different tires. Golly, a late penalty for ignoring the yellow flag, it says. And now Warburg is going to be tucked up right behind Black Spartan, who already has a 3-second penalty. Dye has now worked himself in the back of the field and finds himself here in third. Joycer has calmly stayed out of trouble, finds himself sitting P4. Now Omar, up and down day, now finds himself in the top 5 here. Marlon Kanga 6th. Gali currently in that 7th position. Girardi now 8th. Calvin King in 9th. And all these guys were involved. KPT, Seb in for another stop. Going to go to his soft tires here. Denny here in 12th. Meebender now coming out of the pits in that 13th position. And GTR now going to restart 14th on a brand new set of softs. Kind of saw what was happening, all the hard race and everybody on different tires late in the event. It was bound to happen. I caught just the tail end of the incident, so I'm not sure what exactly happened. Luckily, all of them were able to continue. But now that has really shook the field up, because now Black Spartan, who was in the capper seat just 5 minutes ago, now seems to be one of the top guys that could lose a lot. Cindy lost a lot there back in P12. But Black Spartan now on older mediums, got these guys on fresh tires here. And he has a 3-second window with a late safety car. So, and all these guys on fresher soft tires now, you gotta wonder if he's gonna be able to pull that gap to cover that 3-second penalty with not many laps to go. So Black Spartan could end up here the big loser out of the 3. Warburg now seems to be the man on the catbird seat. He's had the pace. Now finds himself P2 on the fresher tires. Calvin King makes another stop, so he is going to come now 14. So let's give you on how it looks like we are going to restart this. Going to be just 4 laps remaining when we get back to the straight. So Black Spartan is your race leader. Warburg now P2. Dye up to 3rd. Joyster here in 4th. Marlon Kanga now P5. Omar in 6th. Gali now 7th. Rorty 8th. KBT 9th. Seb in 10th. Then he's going to restart here in 11th. Meebender 12th. GTR in 13th. Calvin King here in 14th. So Cindy, one of the top 3 here, is going to restart 11th. But he does have a couple guys that have penalties in front of him, and the race leader also has a penalty, so we'll have to see here. See, when we get the call, I mean, the field is bunched up together, so hopefully we get back to racing this time, and that will leave us a 4-lap sprint to the finish here. Just waiting to see if we do. So it is safety car in this time. Now we've seen throughout this on restarts that Black Spartan has gone earlier than most. So we'll see now that he has that 3-second penalty. Is he going to try to jump the field here again? See if he can get a good jump. Warburg on them soft tires, hoping this to stay with him. Warburg does not have to try anything crazy. With Black Spartan having that 3-second penalty here, so going to be 4 laps remaining in what has been a very exciting Singapore Grand Prix here for the Tier 2 division tonight. And Black Spartan once again takes off early. He is gone. Here comes Warburg. Here comes Dye. Joyster in 4th. Marlon Kanga with a great run here from Marlon up to 5th. Omar Girardi. Golly now. KVT 8-7 9th. Cindy still in that 11th position here. See, keep an eye on Cindy and Meebender. See how they work themselves through the field. Right now, Cindy and I are gaining the ground back up front. Black Spartan is your race leader here. Warburg now in 2nd. Through this middle sector of the racetrack is really where Warburg should better take advantage of them better tires with the better grip. Warburg now tucked up right behind. Cindy has gained a spot. He is now up to P10, so moves Cindy into the top 10. But here comes Warburg looking for the race lead. Can't quite do anything with him here. Gonna have to fall back in line. But you can see the grip level that Warburg got off that corner so nice. He is going to take to the inside here under pressure tires. Side by side. Black Spartan slams the door on him. Goes on to the lead. 3 laps remaining here in Singapore. Black Spartan is your race leader. Warburg 2nd. Dye now 3rd. Joyster, Kanga, Omar, Girardi. Battle here. KVT. Golly, KVT's going to make the move. He gets around. Now Cindy's going to open the door and Cindy's going to go through. And now Cindy's going to try to get a couple. No, Cindy spins. Oh, he's going to lose the ground he just gained. Cindy now, it's going to stay P10, but he lost to come around. GTR and Sevens make their way through. Cindy now stays in that 10th position here. He's going to do it all over again. As now GTR is trying to go to the inside of Godly here. Can't quite get her done. Meebender has fallen back here. Black Spartan now your race leader. Oh, and Godly, Calvin King has had an issue. He gets her going in the Haas. Back in that 14th position. Black Spartan still maintains the lead here. Warburg right here with Dye. Warburg doesn't want to make short work of Black Spartan as he has got Dye and Joyster tucked in right behind him. Right now, Black Spartan could fall out of the top 5 with his penalties. And that would really let Warburg extend his points lead here. Going to be 2 laps remaining this time by. Just 2 to go here in Singapore. Now, DRS. This is the moment Warburg's been waiting for to make the move. Joyster now looking. Top 5 kind of stay where they are here. Back up front. DRS for the Ferrari. Can he get the move done here? Doesn't look like he's close enough. Don't forget, next week, Mexico, as we start the North American part of the schedule here in the IUF1 Monday night with our Champions Division. But we still got a lap and a half to settle here in Singapore. Warburg still trying to make the move on Black Spartan out of this corner. DRS, is he close enough to make the move? Top 5 are still jumbled all up together. Right now, Black Spartan looking to fall out of the top 5 here with that penalty. Warburg now searching here, coming around. It's going to be the white flag this time by. Here we go. 1 lap remaining here in Singapore. Black Spartan is your race leader. Warburg now second. Die. Joyster, Marlon Kanga, Girardi, Omar, KPT, Cine up to P9. GTR, Seb, the 2 Mercedes, Godley, Me Bender, and Calvin King back up front. Black Spartan still holding off Warburg. Gotta believe Warburg is just trying to maintain that gap back to the drivers behind, as he knows Black Spartan has that 3-second penalty. Warburg now going to take a peek. Black Spartan's going to slam the door on him. Is Die close enough to steal one here? As you can see, Black Spartan is using all that battery up to save it. Here comes Warburg. Warburg doesn't got much more, neither does all these guys. Are just using everything they got now. Half a lap remaining here in Singapore. Black Spartan still your race leader, but still has that penalty. Here comes Warburg, and now Die. Now he has gotten close, because the battle for the race win could be between these two here. Joyce are not far behind. Marlon Kanga in that 5th position. Die here with just a few corners to go. Can he make a move on the Ferrari? Can Die pop up here at the end and steal one? Can Joyster make a move? Here they come out of the final corner. Black Spartan is going to cross the line first, but Warburg is going to win. That's going to be Die to second. Joyster's going to come home P3. Marlon Kanga 4th. Black Spartan is going to fall P5. Cine all the way up to P6, and not a horrible loss for Cine, as it could have been. Girardi now 7th. KPT is going to come home 8th. Omar 9th. GTR is going to come home 10th. Seb's going to come home with no wing in 11th in his league debut. Up and down day for Seb, but he really showed a lot of good racing. He seemed to be the victim more than anybody. Me Bender is going to come home 13th, and Calvin King is going to run out the field with a 14th place finish here. Remember, all 14 drivers will score points. Marlon Kanga gets driver of the day here tonight, so an extra bonus points for the 4th place finisher, Marlon Kanga. Not quite sure who got fastest lap, as that changed quite a bit. At the last I looked, I thought it was Warburg that had the fastest lap, so we'll check on that. As we are just waiting for the game to load up. There's your podium. Warburg is your race winner. He will extend his points lead here tonight. Let's take a peek at the screenshot there. So Ferrari, Warburg is your winner. Die second, Joyce the 3rd. Marlon Kanga's that fastest lap, so Marlon Kanga finishes 4th and takes both bonus points. Black Spartan 5th, Cine 6th, Girardi, KBT, Omar, GTR, Seb, Gali, Me Bender, and Calvin King all score points here tonight. From 15th all down, crashed out of tonight's event in what turned out to be a very exciting Singapore Grand Prix. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Congratulations to Warburg on the victory. He will extend his points lead here tonight, as next week the IUF1 rolls into Mexico, starting Monday night with our No Assist Champions Division, 6 p.m. Eastern, followed by Tier 1 on Tuesday, and then 1 week from tonight we'll be right in Mexico, right back here with the Tier 2 Division, as the championship battle continues. So Warburg is your race winner. Marlon Kanga, driver of the day and fastest lap. So I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Stay safe and be well, everybody, and have a good night. And we'll see you from Mexico on Monday.